What's going on, y'all? We're going to be talking about this guy today. This is the SE DynaCaster broadcast microphone. Super pumped about this mic for so many different reasons. You know, if you're on this channel, you know that I write and record music. You also know, or might know, that I own Fortville Music Garage with my wife here in Fortville, Indiana, and we teach private music lessons. You know, I bought thousands of dollars worth of SE microphones last summer and loved them. We had the Arena V-Pack, we had a bunch of these, we had the V7s, the V7Xs, and you know, we had a pair of the SE8s on top of the ones that came with the Arena Pack, and we were just blown away by the quality of the microphones. You know, I've always used Shure and Sennheiser. I've used AKG. You know, and Neumann, and so many different other microphones, both from a standpoint of studio, podcast, and or, you know, live recording or, you know, studio recording work. But I tell you, I used the V7 Blackout, and it was a life-changing experience. So what I mean by life-changing isn't like, you know, drastic life change. What I'm talking about is from the standpoint of performance and for giving your vocal a little bit of rest. That microphone, it just does things for you live that I haven't found for myself personally to be replicated in any other microphone. Huge believer in the V7 and the V7X. So when I started this path of artistry, SE was the only company I really wanted to work with as far as microphones go. You know, I own Warm Audio stuff. I own, you know, some AKG stuff, and I've owned every brand you can think of. But Fortville Music Garage, it was involved in a fire. You know, the building next to us, it went up in smoke, and we lost all of our equipment. So truly, we're rebuilding. And when I came to microphones, I reached out. I reached out to SE, and you know, I didn't reach out. Our team reached out, and you know, let them know who I am, who ZD is, and they are gracious enough to want to work with us. And I'm so excited to be on the artist roster there. Shout out to Tony and everybody there, but. You know, I've got a shipment that came in, and you'll see that in some of the B-roll here. But we're going to look through all these microphones in lots of different ways today. We're just going to talk about some of the specs on this guy and some of the applications I'm going to use it in as far as recording and podcasting and such goes, and ways I have used it in the past. But what you're hearing right now is the other DynaCaster. It's right here. So it should be, you know, crystal clear audio. My desk is like right here. So this is it. This is the DynaCaster. And I know, you know, maybe you don't know what this microphone is. This is a dynamic microphone. The closest competitor would probably be the Shure SM7B. Except I don't think there's any comparison. To me, this microphone stands far and above the SM7B. You know, I've used the SM7B quite extensively, and it's all right. I say all right for my vocal. Obviously, it's an industry standard. It's a studio grade. It's a broadcast grade. You can use a live guitar cabs. It sounds amazing. All those things are irrefutable. But for me, I don't like having to go and get a cloud lifter. I don't like having a secondary cable that's involved in the signal chain of the microphone. I don't enjoy having to go get a preamp that has to plug into that mic cable before it gets to, you know, before it gets to the microphone and back to the soundboard. I like simplicity and I like options. You know, there's mods you can get for SM7Bs that work really well, and you know, there's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of audio engineers who have some of those mods, and they're great. This microphone comes with those mods right here in the back. You know, it's got low pass, it's got high pass filters, it's got some like characteristical changes, that's a word, and also it has an on and off switch for the 30 dB of gain that you have on tap from the Dynamite preamp that comes with this microphone. You don't have to go and get anything else. This is just it. And to me, the SM7B, as amazing as it is, it comes short for, I think, a lot of people on the front of, it's like $400, and then you got to go on top of that to get clean gain structure for it. Now, on the flip side of that, there's the brethren of the SM7B, which is the SM57. And I love that mic. I have one here in the studio. I've used it a lot, as all of you have too. I'm sure you got one clinking around in there somewhere. And it shares very close characteristics to the SM7B. It doesn't have some of the features, some of the shock mounting internals that the SM7B does, but the 57 gets pretty dang close as far as tonal quality goes. If you mic yourself up in the right distance, it'll do great. It'll do a really good job, right? And just as I love the V7 for its tonal characteristics, this has those same type of characteristics. And I'd be interested to know from, the SE fam, if this has similar capsule components as the V7, because when I hear this, it makes me go V7 on steroids. So maybe somebody can answer that. But so if we look at the construction here, we have pop filter that is easily removed, right? Well, there that goes. Easily removed, right? Lost the grill guard there. And then you can bust it down further. And now you're at the capsule. And this wonderful capsule. If you bust down a V7, it's going to be very similar. What I love here is that from jump, right? From jump, if I can get this thing back on. There she goes. There she goes. From jump, I'm muscling down here. So I can get this back. What we have is a pop filter that's properly placed. So when we want to, record, we can be right up on it and know that it's a good 3 finger widths away. Or if we want to get, a little less of the proximity effect, right? We can do that. But just built in, that capsule sitting somewhere down in here, you've got plenty of space to be able to be right up on that microphone and eat it really well. So as far as tonal qualities of this dude go, it's going to give you crystal clear, kind of a little mid-hump, high presence in comparison to, I consider the SM7B to be a little more dull. Now, some would argue that is that's the win, right? Dull, or not dull, flat, right? The switching in the back. Trying to let it focus a little bit. Watching that monitor. There we go. That switching in the back gives you the opportunity for it to go flat. But even flat, to me, it's just got a little extra sauce on it. It's got a little extra sauce, and I love that. It's just got a little bit extra. And for me, vocals, podcast, guitar cab, I've mic'd up acoustic guitar with this thing just to try it out. Why not? Use what you have, right? Desert Island style microphone. I haven't gone so far as to mic a kick drum with this. That might be an interesting test. I imagine this could do great on toms. I don't see why it couldn't. It can take the beating with the dB. So when your preamp, when your Dynamite pre is switched off, which it comes on, it requires 48 volts. But when it is off, it's passive, and it does eat some gain. It takes some up, and I've got mine in the off position right now. And I've got my Apollo. It's a little over 3/4, and it's nice and clean audio. But I highly recommend this mic. I think these come in around $289-ish, something like that. $289, $299, sometimes $279, depending on, call your Sweetwater rep or get a hold of SE and find a good distributor. These puppies are fantastic, and I'm gonna be doing some live streams with this mic. I'm gonna be doing some combinations of this mic in like an SE8 or the SE 4400. And I tell you, like if I was gonna make a combo as like a singer-songwriter combo, I would grab this, and if I'm doing studio work, I'd grab this and an SE8. And it's desert island. You wouldn't really need anything else. Like that's it. Those two microphones could cover such a wide range of territory. And on this channel, we're going to kind of explore that for sure. But overall, this microphone paired up with really any vocal for a number of ranges. I'd say, you know, obviously you're not using this on overheads. Imagine somebody has tag the video in the comments if anybody's using like an SM7B or a DynaCaster for overheads. That'd be pretty funny. It'd probably work, you know, I don't know. It did do something. But I guess, you know, that goes to show that anything could work. I know some engineers, they're like, just give me a 57, we'll do the entire record. Which, you know, I mean, isn't that the idea where we have tools, which this is a tool to create music. And never has there been any microphones that I've been more confident in purchasing than these dudes here, okay? Whether that's the DynaCaster or whether that is the you know, the V7, the V7X, the V-Beats, the V-Kicks, the 4400s, it doesn't really matter. SE's microphones are friggin' killing it. And for my vocal and for my team, this microphone and the whole lineup that we've got in here is fantastic. And I'd highly recommend you go check them out. Tell them ZD sent you, grab one, and I don't have any discount codes or anything like that. Maybe we could get some of those. Maybe I'll shoot a message. How about that? How about that? Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll grab an affiliate link and throw it to Sweetwater. Colt Caperone style? Yeah, I think he does that all the time. So anyways, I'm in Indiana, man. We can do that. So go get one of these guys. Do yourself a favor. Try it out. You know, one of the things I love about SE microphones is that with every SE microphone, they send stickers, yo. Stickers. Dude, that one. And they got that one. And they don't, I don't think both of them come in every shipment, or maybe they do. But my ultimate favorite thing is this guy right here, right? They send an actual user manual because I am a child of the 80s, 90s, and early thousands when the internet was not what it is. And look, I love tech. I love the fact that I can record a podcast in my home studio. I can do a full record in my home studio, and then, you know, work with high-end professionals in you know, expensive studios that I've never used before, and send them the things I create, and it keeps costs down, and it allows workability and profitability from virtually anybody. That's incredible. But man, just a little touch of a user manual is just such a big deal. I don't even know why it is to me, but I love it. And I keep like all of them from anybody that sends any. I do, but like, you know, it's got the brief description of this thing. It's got what's in the box, what's supposed to be there, right? You know, and even like right here, I actually hadn't even looked at this one because I didn't look at the description of it, you know, way back when I got my first round of them. But I you know, I misspoke earlier. I said a grill guard, you know, fell out, but it actually wasn't. It's a 3-layer pop filter. You know, you have the grill guard itself that has the foam, and then you have a secondary, and then you have the other distanced pop filter there to reduce plosives. So there is no need, you know, there's no need for having anything external here. So it just looks nice and crisp, and it's right there, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So anyways, so that's it, man. If you love this channel, if you like what you're seeing, man, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Be notified when we post. We post every Saturday, 9 p.m. That's the premiere time for all of them, all the time. Give me a follow on Spotify, TikTok, all the socials. And man, I'm just grateful for you. Grateful you're on the ride. I hope you know that you're loved, you're valued, you're cared for, and that you do matter. Join the Dean's List, ZacharyDean.com. Hit that link in the description. And man, we're doing some giveaways this year. Super, super excited. Every release, we're doing giveaways. And man, this time, Cowboy Cool. There's Hank up there. He's going to be sending some stuff your way if you're part of the Dean's List. But you got to join it. You got to join it. We got some more partners that are joining in on that fun. So, man, it's a wild ride so far. Thanks for joining in. We'll catch you later. Peace. Peace.